it is time to discuss this week's hottest topics in the latest edition of Hot Talk. Joining me from Fox 5 reporter and host, and one of my compadres from back in the day, Hot 97 Street Soldier host, Lisa Evers.
Thank you, Wendy.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Also, relationship expert and the author of Write Your Own Fairy Tale, our old friend, Siggy Flicker. Yes! And the anchor and bad boy of CNN Tonight. Give it up for Don Lemon. Okay, so let's get started, guys. All right, former Disney president Michael Eisner caused an uproar last week. He was being interviewed, or he was interviewing the actress Goldie Hawn, and he said to her, "From my position, the hardest artist to find is a beautiful, funny woman. Usually unbelievably beautiful women, you being an exception, are not funny." So, Siggy, what do you say?
Okay, first of all, I'm so upset because my husband looks like a younger version of a Michael Eisner. That is the stupidest thing that could come out of Disney's mouth. Does anybody here know Sofia Vergara? Because she's not only beautiful, but funny. And that's like old school to even say something.
She's an exception, though. She is
not
an exception. And he said unbelievably beautiful women.
I thought you thought that I was unbelievably beautiful.
You are, but you're not a comedic actress. I understood exactly what he was saying, and I don't see the outrage because most of the women, most of the comedians, they're attractive. You look at, they're attractive, but they're not unbelievably beautiful.
But wait a minute, there's so many. What about Sandra Bullock? You have Zoe Deschanel with New Girl. What about Mindy Kaling?
They're not comedic actresses.
There's so many.
But they're not funny off the cuff. They're funny
you.
because they have a script. And you know what? I was very offended when I first heard this, but upon sleeping on it and thinking about it, I have to say there's something to what he said. Sorry, girls.
I think he's right.
Sorry.
And it's not just women, it's men, too. If you look at Seth Rogen, Adam Sandler, Vince Vaughn,
But
Jonah
they would
Hill,
never say this about a
how
man.
many really hot men do you see? How many really hot men do you see?
But they have never. Yes, but that's the point. But Wendy, that's the point. They would not say this about a man. They don't say how many hot men who are good comedians are there out there.
That wasn't the topic of the subject.
It doesn't matter. This is a double standard for women because women have
exceptionally beautiful.
It's a double standard for women.
Eisner, go back to watching Mickey Mouse. It was a stupid statement.
Right.
But end the story.
I must say,
he's been in the Disney castle way too long.
But I must say that, you know, the funny women that we think of when we think of funny are funny because they have a script in front of them. Think Melissa McCarthy, and you said Sandra Bullock. That's a script, you know. There are attractive women who are funny, but, you know, he says unbelievably attractive, and there's something to that. And I can tell you something right now. A lot of times, unattractive people have got to be funny because when they walk in a room, they don't have the automatic looks. And I can tell you something about real attractive people. A lot of you all are dead. You have no personalities at all.
They don't have to build that part of their personality where they have to attract people in. Because people are catered to them.
A lot of unbelievably attractive people have no personalities at all. And so a lot of times funny people have to work at it because they weren't necessarily so attractive in the beginning.
And when you're quirky, if you look, Melissa McCarthy is winning, right? She's not like she's a beautiful woman to me, but like classic beauty, she's winning. There's something odd about her, something different, and that makes her win. And I think that's beautiful in itself.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's move along. Okay. Florida State University's quarterback. Have you heard about this story? DeAndre Johnson. He was caught on camera at a bar punching a woman in the face. The video contains violence and disturbing images, but let's watch and I'll describe what you see. All right, so he's at the bar. The woman's in the blonde hair. There he is in the hat. She balls her fist up first. According to him, he called her the N-word. And she called him the N-word. And yes, well, you know what? As a quarterback or as a man, I feel as though it's never right for a man to hit a woman, and I'm sorry. Never. Right. He was charged with misdemeanor battery. She was charged with nothing. Yeah. I think she should have been charged with something.
Yes. Wendy,
also.
It's never right for anyone to hit anyone.
It's never right for anyone to hit anyone because if you take a punch and you hit another person, that's assault, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman.
Yes.
Should he have controlled himself? Yes, but she started this. It's very clear from the video.
But
she should have been charged
in this
too.
day and age, you can't go around hitting people because you don't know what the reaction is going to be. And if someone hits you, if someone calls me the N-word and someone hits me in the face, the natural reaction is to punch back. That's a natural natural reaction. And you're in a bar with drunk people, you don't know how people are going to react. I have to tell you.
Nobody at the bar cared.
Nobody at the bar cared.
Right,
But I have to-
afterwards, no.
most of the altercations I have in bars are with crazily drunk
People.
white chicks.
Right.
Because they get it. I'm telling the truth.
Is there something you want to tell us about?
No, because they get into the bars free, they get drinks, the bartenders ignore you, they feel entitled, they get really
agree with
hammered,
that.
they get really
She
hammered.
had entitlement
and they-
issues from this
and they
video.
just go off and do whatever they want.
And you have a
by the way,
prosecutor who
being
said
a mother of 4 kids, I'm raising 2 boys and 2 girls. I tell my boys, don't you ever, ever lay a hand to a woman. But if my son is walking into a bar and he's trying to get up to the bartender and somebody says, ew, you dirty Jew. Why don't you? And he's holding her back in this video, and she put the first punch out him, and he punched her in the face. I'd be happy that my son got arrested. However, she should be thrown in jail as well. That's it.
She should definitely be charged. There's no question about it.
Nobody should ever hit anyone.
Nobody.
But also, too, Wendy, we become I think we as a culture become desensitized to this whole hitting and punching thing.
I do also.
Because of the reality TV shows, and especially with women.
Yeah.
Women used to be considered, fragile above all this.
Right.
We see women throwing drinks, throwing punches, hitting their boyfriends and not expecting the boyfriend to hit back.
Right.
It's wrong for anyone to hit anyone,
I agree.
period,
And you
end
should
of
be telling
story.
daughters as well not to hit anybody.
Right.
So women
Very
not to
good
hit.
point.
You can't walk around and you know you're weaker than somebody else, and you're going to hit them and not
Well, now
expect
he's been
retaliation.
thrown off the team, so he'll never go to the NFL.
he's getting railroaded.
Whatever his dreams are, they are now
And with the
dashed.
prosecutor, too, the prosecutor said anyone that thinks the woman should be charged
village
is a
idiots.
village
We're
idiot.
all
I've never
village
heard a
idiots out there.
prosecutor.
I invite you to my home, whoever you, attorney, I invite you to call me a village idiot to my face in my house.
Okay.
You're gonna hit
Come
him?
on over.
Okay, let's move on.
I'll raise up
Okay.
like this.
There is a new toy that's hitting the shelves at Walmart, and it has parents and me very upset. Have you heard about the twerking teddy bear? Well, it twerks, okay? And some people are saying, no, you don't laugh at this. Don't laugh at this because it's summertime and family reunions are going on. And you know at family reunions, we love when little Tay-Tay gets out there and does her over-sexualized move at 2 years old. This is not cute at all. Some people are saying it's vulgar and inappropriate. I agree with some people. What do you say?
I say that if somebody gave that to my 9-year-old niece, I would be very upset. And I have to say that I see a lot of children at the community events that I go to where they are doing it that think it's cute for a 5 or 6-year-old girl to be sexualized. However, looking at the teddy bear, the 5 or 6-year-old is not the one buying the teddy bear. It's an adult. Adult buying it.
I have to say, I am guilty. I'm guilty.
Stop
I don't
it.
want to be a phony. I think it's adorable.
What?
All my children twerk, and now they're doing the whip and the nay-nay. I think it's a teddy bear.
Oh, Siggy.
We have problems with people punching each other out in bars. This is so adorable to me. I love it.
Oh my God, it is the ratcheting of America. The ratcheting of the culture. I think it is disgusting.
I think so also. Listen, a teddy bear that twerks to me is the gateway drug, kind of like cigarettes to drugs.
To pole dancing.
One day they're doing a twerking teddy bear, the next day they're on the pole.
On the pole.
So,
Amen,
but
Wendy.
you're the parent, so you do what you want. I want to thank my panelists. For more information about all these fabulous people, go to wendyshow.com.